the client's mouth crashed against mine hard enough to hurt before he rolled off the bed and lumbered toward the bathroom. I waited until his footsteps disappeared behind the frosted glass before I wiped my lips with the back of my hand. The shower started. His bloated shadow moved behind the glass, scrubbing himself like I was the dirty part. I grabbed a Marlboro from the nightstand, lit it, and pulled the smoke deep into my throat. The tar punched my lungs. I bent over coughing until my ribs ached. After he finished, I showered slowly and scrubbed my skin until it almost burned. I stepped out in a towel and reached for my bra. A rough hand grabbed me from behind.
It's already 11:30. You can't have another booking after this, right? Let me buy you a drink downstairs.
I fastened my bra and pushed his hand away. Sorry. I've got something later tonight. Maybe next time?
Business that good? Give me your number. Next time I'll contact you directly. Saves you from letting your booker take a cut.
I pulled on my dress and looked at his phone. I don't give clients my personal number. It's not safe.
What's unsafe about it? I'm not a bad guy.
I forced my work smile onto my face and touched his oily cheek. It's not safe for you. If I ever get arrested, what happens when they trace my messages back to you? He froze, then laughed and put his phone away. His hand came back and squeezed too hard. I shoved him off, grabbed my purse, and escaped into the hallway. When the elevator doors opened downstairs, I saw my boyfriend Liam Sloan waiting in the lobby. I stepped out of the elevator and saw Liam sitting alone on the lobby sofa, my purse strap already waiting over his shoulder in my mind. I walked straight to him, and the smile on my face came before I could stop it. What are you doing here? Didn't I tell you I could get home by myself?
I was worried. If anything went wrong, I'd be downstairs.
What could go bad with this kind of thing?
What if? You said he was a new client.
He took my purse and rubbed my hair with a careful hand.
Are you okay?
I'm not some untouched girl. What wouldn't be okay? I laughed loudly and squeezed his cheeks. A front desk clerk slowed beside us and stared openly. I stared back until he tucked his neck in and hurried away. He works here. Is he allowed to look at guests like that?
Lower your voice. More people are looking. Strictly speaking, we're not exactly guests.
Guest or not, he can't stare. Liam took my hand and pulled me toward the exit. A dull bang cracked in front of me. He stood froze by the revolving door, one hand over his forehead. Are you okay? Where did you hit?
I'm fine. I wasn't watching. I hit the frame.
I forgot every staring face and helped him outside. On the sidewalk, I brushed his hair aside and held his head in both hands. That was loud. Are you dizzy? Do we need a hospital?
I'm really fine. But you...
He caught my hand and pressed it to his cheek.
Why are you so angry tonight?
His warmth slowly calmed the burn inside me. Sorry, I just feel awful. That client was disgusting. His stomach had 4 folds, and his face looked greasy enough to scrape with a knife. Liam lowered his eyes and went quiet.
Maybe you should stop doing this.
If I stop, where am I supposed to get money to treat my boyfriend? Liam opened his mouth again, and I knew exactly what kind of sentence was coming.
Then I don't have to treat...
I pressed my index finger against his lips before he could finish. Shh. That's enough. We're not discussing this. I released his face and slapped my chest with fake confidence. My baby's only job is treatment and recovery. Leave the money to me. I can handle it. A white electric sedan pulled up beside the curb. Liam checked his phone and motioned me into the car. On the ride home, he kept holding my hand tightly. Every few seconds, he looked at me, parted his lips, then closed them again. The streetlight slid over his pale face. I reached over and pinched his cheek. If you want to say something, just say it. I'm not going to eat you.
But you said we weren't discussing this.
And I said I could go home by myself, but you still came.
That's different.
His fingertips picked at my palm.
Even if you keep doing it, can you take fewer bookings? 1 a day is enough for the medication?
It's not just medication. I squeezed his hand back. The doctor said the center is launching proton therapy next month. 1 course could cost tens of thousands. How can I not save more?
But you're pushing yourself too hard.
What's hard about it? I just lie there. It's not manual labor. The car slowed at an intersection. Red light washed across the windshield. I patted Liam's head lightly and turned toward the window before he could argue again. My stomach gurgled so loudly that I pressed one hand over it at once. I had not eaten since noon. For the job, and for my figure, I usually forced my body to accept that. Tonight, my body refused. I glanced at Liam, my face hot. His head stayed lowered, and he seemed not to notice. Then I saw the driver staring at me through the rearview mirror. The irritation Liam had just soothed surged back up. "What are you looking at?" The driver did not panic. He turned his head and smiled right at me.
Sorry. It's just my first time seeing someone like you. Are you actually...
Liam jerked upright.
What does that have to do with you? Drive the car. Say one more word and I'll report you.
His shout snapped through the car so hard that my thoughts went blank for a second. The driver's smile froze. He opened his mouth, then turned back around. Liam started coughing hard. I rubbed his thin back until his breathing stubbled. Then I leaned forward and threw my own words at the mirror. "You drive Roadshare and you've never seen an escort before? What's there to make a big deal about?" I hated that word. Escort. Hooker. Whatever people wanted to call it. But when I said it out loud, a twisted satisfaction bloomed in my chest. The light changed from red to green. The driver glanced at us again, then gripped the wheel and drove in silence. My phone rang inside my purse just as Liam and I finished checking in at the nurse's station. I saw Mason's name on the screen and sat down on the hallway bench with my jaw tight. "I told you I'm not available this afternoon. Why are you calling me?"
Mr. Black asked for you by name. What am I supposed to do?
"Tell him to pick someone else. Sierra is the same type as me. Send her."
You think I didn't try? He only wants you.
I looked at Liam beside me. He stared at the floor without saying a word. "No. I'm at the hospital with my boyfriend. I can't leave. Tell him either after 6 or find someone else."
Since when do you have a boyfriend? How do I not know this?
"Liam, you've met him." The other end went quiet.
Wait. You're at the hospital with that Liam? What department?
"What does that have to do with you?"
I'm just asking. You're my top earner, aren't you?
I glanced at the electronic board. "Oncology."
Oncology? That means cancer?
"Yes, lung cancer. Happy now?" The line went silent for so long that I almost thought the call had dropped.
Then I won't bother you. Maybe don't take any bookings tonight either. Get some rest.
"No need. Tell Mr. Black to wait a few more hours. I'm free after 6.
Fine. Just take care of yourself, okay?
"I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry. I won't delay your precious money-making." I hung up and turned to Liam. Dr. Carter's finger rested near the scan while my question hung in the room.
It's mainly a side of vacation, digestive reactions, dermania, rashes, those are common too.
Can we switch to medication without side effects?
Cancer-related drugs tend to have significant side effects. There's no way to avoid that completely.
He looked at me over the desk.
Don't worry. The effect on his liver isn't serious right now.
I leaned forward. "Not serious is still in effect. Is there any other treatment? What about the proton therapy you mentioned last time?"
The equipment should finish installation and testing next week. Official appointments likely won't open until about 2 weeks after that.
His gaze moved between us.
Since it's new technology here, the cost is still fairly high. About $50,000 for one course.
50? Didn't you say around 20-something last time?
Sorry, I may have misspoken.
The little over $60,000 in my bank account flashed through my mind. $50,000 for one treatment. How many treatments before he gets better? Dr. Cotter quickly waved one hand.
Not per treatment, from course. Generally, one course for one lesion should show results.
Relief flooded through me so fast I almost smiled. "Then we'll do it. Can we book it now?" Dr. Cotter quickly waved one hand.
The option hasn't been entered into the system yet. I'll make a note first. Once appointments open, I'll have someone notify you immediately.
I turned to Liam, but his head stayed lowered. "Notify me directly. If you notify him, I'm afraid he'll hide it from me." Dr. Carter typed a few times. The printer began to hum.
One moment.
I turned back to Dr. Carter with the paperwork in my hand. His mask covered most of his face, but his brows had drawn together.
I only know Mr. Sloan's name is Liam Sloan. May I ask your name?
"I'm Sophie Lane."
Sophie Lane? Liam Sloan, your names are quite symmetrical.
People say that a lot. I tilted my head toward Liam. Liam and I grew up in the same children's home. The staff named us. I guess matching names made paperwork easier.
So you were childhood sweetheart.
Liam was thin and weak when we were kids, soft-tempered too. Other kids bullied him, so I kept standing up for him. I rubbed the top of Liam's head. I've been taking care of him since we were little. We've never been apart. Dr. Carter nodded.
How old were you when you left the children's home?
Liam suddenly lifted his head.
What does that have to do with you?
Liam, don't talk like that. I looked back at Dr. Carter. I'm sorry. He isn't feeling well, so he's a little sharp today. Dr. Carter waved it off.
May I understand it this way? Although Mr. Sloan is the patient, he doesn't seem very invested in treatment.
His hand shifted toward me.
In reality, Miss Lane, you're the one pushing Mr. Sloan to seek treatment. If you weren't here, he might have given up already. Is that correct?
I tightened my hold on Liam's hand. It's not that he doesn't care. He just thinks treatment costs too much. Dr. Carter nodded after hearing my answer, then leaned back slightly.
Then I have one last question.
His eyes sharpened on
When
me.
Mr. Sloan first came in, I asked and learned that he doesn't smoke. But I don't believe I ever asked you, Miss Lane, do you smoke?
My fingers scratched awkwardly at my hair, sometimes, but never in front of Liam. Liam's hand stayed quiet inside mine.
Could I ask you to quit for Mr. Sloan's sake? Even if you avoid smoking near him, residue on your clothes and in your mouth can still affect him.
What? I thought only secondhand smoke mattered.
Tar and nicotine residue don't disappear that easily. It would be best to quit.
Guilt swallowed me so completely that my voice shook. Could Liam's illness be because of me? Dr. Carter waved one hand.
No, not to that extent. Let the past stay in the past.
His voice softened.
You should take care of yourself too. He still needs you to keep him committed to treatment, doesn't he?
I looked at Liam and nodded silently.
All right. Go pay and pick up the medication. I wish you both happiness.
9 days later, my phone rang. I stood still when I saw the cancer center number.
Miss Lane, the proton therapy equipment finished testing sooner than expected. We can schedule Mr. Sloan's treatment for next week.
I pressed the phone tighter against my ear. Next week?
Yes, please prepare the fee before the appointment.
I looked toward Liam's medication on the table, and my fingers tightened around the phone. The day after I paid Liam's treatment fee, I dragged myself into our apartment building at 7 in the evening. I stepped into the elevator, pressed our floor, and curled into the corner with my eyes closed. The booking earlier had been at a regular client's home. He was clean, well-dressed, and respectable looking. His only problem was that his preferences left my body feeling wring dry. Even the car ride home had not fixed the ache sitting under my skin.
Hold the elevator!
A hand shut between the closing doors. A short man squeezed inside. I had seen him on our floor before, but we had never spoken. He glanced at the elevator buttons first. Then his eyes traveled over me from head to toe. I had no energy to argue, so I closed my eyes again. Out of sight, out of mind. The elevator rose in a quiet hum.
Excuse me, you live in 3220, right?
I opened my eyes and looked at him. I did not answer. He rubbed his hands together.
Well, you're, in that line of work, right? How much would it cost to book you?
1,000. I threw the number out coldly and closed my eyes again. After Mason's cut, I usually got around 500, but one look at this guy told me he was not a real client. The price worked. He said nothing else. When the elevator reached the 32nd floor, I walked past him and turned 2 corners to apartment 3223. The familiar door stood in front of me. I gripped the key, wanting only Liam on the other side. The moment I opened the apartment door, Liam came straight towards me and wrapped both arms around my waist. He buried his face against my chest.
Worked so hard.
His familiar scent filled my nose, and the last trace of that kindly loosened from my skin. I shut the door behind me with one foot and pressed my cheek against the top of his head. How many times have I told you? The clients are the ones working hard. I barely do anything. I held him for another second, then looked down. Did you eat?
Didn't really have an appetite.
He lifted his face and leaned in. I quickly covered my mouth with one hand. Wait. I need to brush my teeth first.
What are you afraid of? I don't mind.
I mind. I pushed him away and walked toward the bathroom. No appetite or not, you still have to eat. Your body needs nutrition.
Then I'll make noodles. Are you eating?
I have to keep my figure. You eat. I brushed my teeth carefully twice, then moved my colored contacts and stared at the mirror. My face looked delicate, sharp, and expensive enough to keep us alive. I forced a smile at myself and left the bathroom. Liam stood in the kitchen, staring blankly at the stove. Didn't you say you were making noodles? Why aren't you moving? He did not answer. He crossed the kitchen, pulled me into his arms, and kissed me hard. After that kiss, I pushed Liam down onto the sofa and went into the kitchen myself. A little while later, I carried a bowl of noodles to the table. Come eat. Liam came over and devoured the noodles like he had been starving. I had not eaten a single grain of rice, but watching him swallow warm broth filled me with quiet satisfaction. I rubbed the top of his head. That's right. Eat well, get treated properly, and after next week's treatment, your body will get better. Liam held the bowl in both hands.
$50,000. We could do so much else with that money. Why waste it on treatment that might not work?
I wiped the corner of his mouth. The money's already paid. There's no refund now. Whether you agree or not, you're cooperating.
Do we still have enough money?
I opened my banking app and turned the screen toward him. Relax, baby. Leave the money to me. I put down my phone and let myself dream. When you're cured, we'll save enough and leave Bay Bridge. We can buy a little place, maybe open a bakery or bubble tea shop. Liam lowered his eyes.
I don't like Millbridge. Other than you, that place didn't leave me with any good memories.
Then somewhere else. Anywhere cheaper than here.
Even if I'm cured, the 5-year survival rate is only about 50%.
I poked him. Say it right. The chance of recovery is very good. The phone on the table rang. Mason's name flashed on the screen. I answered with a frown. I'm not feeling great today. If it's too far, I'm not going.
It's Tiger. He requested you for an overnight booking.
Cedar Heights Estates looked less like a neighborhood and more like a private forest built for rich people. After getting out of the car, I walked to the security booth with practiced ease. Hi, I'm Sophie Lane. I'm here to visit Mr. Russo at House 17. The tall guard opened the logbook and flipped to the right page.
Miss Lane, right? One moment. I'll have someone take you in.
He turned towards the booth.
Kyle, visitor for 17.
A small, thin guard hurried out, climbed into a golf cart, and drove it over. I took the visitor pass and got in. The cart rolled past trees, flowers, and villas hidden behind deep greenery. I usually did not talk to drivers here. But Kyle's clean, pretty face and fragile build reminded me strongly of Liam. The guard called you Kyle. Is that your name?
Yeah.
His quiet voice made the resemblance worse. The security guys here all look pretty built. Do you feel out of place among them? Kyle pressed his lips together and smiled, showing small canine teeth.
We have different positions. I handle transport, deliveries, and internal errands.
That little smile felt oddly familiar. Are there a lot like me? Kyle glanced at me, and a faint blush rose on his cheeks.
Not exactly a lot.
So not exactly few either? Kyle coughed lightly and looked away.
There are a few every now and then.
His shy expression made me laugh. I reached out and patted his shoulder. The instant my fingertips touched him, Kyle jerked me away, and terror flooded his eyes. The steering wheel twisted with Kyle's sudden movement. The golf cart swerved toward a flower bed. My hand flew to my chest as the cart screeched to a crooked stop by the curb. Kyle stayed curled away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I forced out a smile, though my chest still hurt from the scare. What happened? I only touched you lightly. Kyle lowered his head.
I'm scared of people touching me. If I know it's coming, it's okay. Sudden things like that.
Guilt rose in me. Then I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry. Kyle waved both hands quickly.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. It's my problem.
After that, he sat straight, gripped the wheel, and drove without another word. The cat stopped in front of House 17. I said goodbye, took a few deep breaths, and pressed the doorbell. A graceful melody drifted from the intercom. The gate unlocked with a soft click. I crossed the yard and stepped onto the front steps. A man built like a tower opened the door. Victor Tiger Russo looked younger than his age, with silver in his thinning hair and sharp eyes full of energy. I put on my work smile and hugged him. Long time no see, Tiger. finally remembered me?
A man has to change flavors every now and then.
He wrapped an arm around my shoulders and led me toward the stairs.
Perfect timing. I slept all day, so I'm full of energy now. You'd better perform well tonight.
My fingers quietly pinched the inner pocket of my purse. The bathroom water began faintly in the distance. I scrambled out of bed, grabbed my purse, and tiptoed into the sitting room. The refrigerator light spilled across my hands as I searched the shelves. I found an open bottle of red wine, took 2 glasses, and poured each one about a third full. Back in the bedroom, I set them on the coffee table and opened the inner pocket of my purse. The paper packet felt tiny between my fingers. I poured Liam's crushed powder into 1 glass and swirled it fast. Then, I froze. A thin layer of blue powder floated on the surface. It was not dissolving at all. Damn it, Liam. You were going to get me killed. The water in the bathroom slowed, then stopped. Panic shot through me. I slapped off the main light and grabbed 1 glass in each hands. Footsteps approached. I lifted the drugged glass closer to my eyes. Under the dim ambient light, the blue was less obvious. Tiger walked back in wearing a robe, his brows pulled together.
Why'd you turn off the light?
I pressed myself against him, forced a pout. I'm not wearing anything. I handed him the glass in my left hand. Instead of taking only that one, he took both glasses. His sharp eyes locked on mine.
Where did you get the wine?
I kept my smile steady while Tiger held both glasses. I was thirsty. I looked around in the fridge and found an open bottle. His gaze stayed on my face for a long second. Then he suddenly laughed.
Good taste. That bottle's worth more than $2,000.
He wrapped an arm around me and kissed me. I let my shoulders soften, but my eyes kept tracking the glasses. Tiger shoved 1 glass back to me, lifted the other, swirled it once, and drank it in 1 go. I watched his expression from the corner of my eye. Nothing changed. Only then did I lift my own glass and drank. Bitterness touched my tongue. My fingers tightened around the stem, but I forced the wine down. Tiger set his emptied glass aside and stroked my hair.
Those little moves you did just now were nice. Keep going.
I bit my lip, put my seductive smile back on, and moved toward him. More than an hour later, I collapsed face down on the bed. The clock on the night bend was close to 11. A graceful melody drifted in from the hallway. The doorbell. Tiger leaned against the headbed, then stood and put on his robe.
Finally, you rest. I'll be right back.
I barely lifted 1 hand. His footsteps faded down the hall. In the huge bedroom, only my ragged breathing remained. I thought of Liam at home, and the room slowly sank into darkness. Liam's urgent voice tore through the dark.
Sophie! Sophie, wake up!
My eyes flew open. I pushed myself up and stared at the spacious bedroom around me. For a second, I could not remember where I was. Then the bed, the wine, and Tiger's house slammed back into place. I had fallen asleep. I turned my head toward the clock. The hour hand pointed exactly to 1. I rubbed my heavy head and forced myself to sit up. Then I froze. Where was Tiger? Before I passed out, the doorbell had rung. He had put on his robe and gone to answer it. He had said he would be right back. It had been 2 hours. I wrapped myself in a robe and staggered out of the bedroom. The villa was silent. Moonlight filtered through the skylight and broke across the hallway floor. I searched several rooms on the 2nd floor. No one. Tiger? My voice came out soft and thin. No answer. I swallowed and raised my voice. Tiger? Tiger, I'm heading out, okay? The silence did not move. Tiger? After calling again and still hearing nothing, relief loosened my chest. I hurried back to the bedroom, dressed as fast as my shaking hands allowed, and grabbed my purse. I could wash the filth off me at home. Right now, I needed Liam. I crossed the empty villa and pulled open the front door. Detective Hale sat across from Liam with his phone in one hand and a file open on the table.
Mr. Sloan, this morning we found your booker first. We got a basic understanding of the situation from him.
My fingers tightened against the edge of the chair. Booker. Mason. The word dragged last night back through my head.
While you were sitting here just now, we also pulled your medical records and contacted Dr. Harris.
Dr. Harris? Liam's oncologist was Dr. Carter. I looked between Hale and Liam, trying to understand why that name had entered the room.
We're very clear on your condition. Personally, I sympathize with you, but this is a homicide.
Homicide. The word hit the table harder than any fist.
Dr. Harris confirmed something with me. As long as you're willing to cooperate, you can stabilize. You can come back to yourself.
Come back to yourself? Could lung cancer do that? Liam lowered his head.
Why are you forcing me? I haven't hurt anyone.
Tears gathered in Liam's eyes. I reached for his face at once. Liam, don't cry. I'm here. My hand passed through empty air. I stretched harder, desperate to wipe the tears from the corners of his eyes, but I still could not touch him. Liam's face blurred in front of me.
I'm sorry, but Sophie Lane doesn't exist. The only person sitting in front of me right now is Liam Sloan.
A thunderous clash exploded inside my skull, and darkness swallowed me whole.
When I lifted my head again, Hale was watching me from across the table. His hand paused above the file, and the two officers beside the wall stood very still. Sophie Lane exists. My voice sounded steady. She has always existed. She just hasn't come back yet. Hale blinked once, then leaned forward slightly.
I'm sorry, I didn't express that clearly. What I meant was Sophie Lane isn't in this room right now.
I nodded. You don't have to explain. I'm clear right now. Hale let out a slow breath and reorganized the papers in front of him.
Then I'll be direct. The sleeping pills you used, were they prescribed by Dr. Harris at the behavioral health clinic?
Yes. Since you already spoke to him, why use that question to push me?
Because this is my first time working with someone who has dissociative identity disorder. Earlier, you insisted in a woman's voice that Sophie was the one at the villas last night.
My fingers pressed against my temple. I've told Dr. Harris many times, I'm not like a typical DIOD case. My throat loosened, and my voice slipped softer.
To Sophie Lane, Liam Sloan is an independent person.
A second later, my own voice came back. But to Liam Sloan, Sophie Lane is him. The officers by the wall stared at me without moving. The two officers kept staring after my voice changed back. I looked away from them and fixed my eyes on Hale instead. Hale scrolled through messages on his phone.
Dr. Harris told me that too, but I'll be honest, I still don't fully understand it.
He put the phone down.
This is a homicide. I can't ignore any possibility.
Fine. Ask whatever you want. Hale opened the forwarded.
Then let's start from the beginning.
No need. Sophie is me. Everything she said just now is something I personally experienced. Repeating it won't change anything. Hale paused, then nodded once.
You really fell asleep around 11 and woke around 1. During that time, you didn't notice anything unusual?
No. Every day, around that time I wake up. Medication or not, it's the same. I ran a hand through my hair. I asked Dr. Harris to change my prescription, but because of my cancer, he only gave me the safest Ezupansalon.
When you left the villa, you didn't see Victor Russo's body?
No. If you hadn't told me, I wouldn't know he was dead.
His body was lying in the living room beside the center sofa. You would have had to see it when you walked out the front door.
I closed my eyes and searched the memory carefully. Then I shook my head. You're lying to me. I'm very sure there was no body beside the sofa.
Hale's pen stopped above the page.
Hale skipped the body question and asked about my route after leaving the villa. I answered each detail one by one. The roads, the time, the ride home. Nothing in my voice shook. Near the end, Hale leaned back and studied my face.
A man who had intimate contact with you barely a dozen hours ago is dead. You were inside the house at the time. His pen tapped once against the file. But you don't seem afraid at all. You're not even curious how he died?
I laughed coldly. That question means you glanced at the adult psychology notes, but didn't read Dr. Harris's specialty pamphlet. Hale reached for his phone. No need. Dr. Harris specializes in depression and bipolar disorder. I only saw him because the cancer center contacted community services. I pointed to my own head. What created Sophie Lane wasn't a trauma disorder diagnosis. It was my subconscious trying to keep me alive. Hale's fingers stopped moving on the screen. Every second, I want to die. Somewhere deeper, something refused. It created Sophie so she could force me to keep living.
You mean Liam Sloan doesn't want to live, but Sophie Lane won't let him?
He lowered his head to the messages again, and his face changed. Then if Sophie isn't here right now, doesn't that mean? I looked straight at him. That's why, Detective Hale, no matter what else you want to ask, please be quick. My hands curled together on the table. I need to bring Sophie back as soon as possible. Even I don't know when that survival instinct will disappear. Hale took the transcript from the recording officer and scrimmed it briefly. Then he signaled for the detective beside him to pass it to me. I took the pages and picked up the pen. The detective beside me leaned closer.
Hey, aren't you gonna read it first? This is a homicide statement.
It doesn't matter. I signed page after page without lifting my head. Can I leave after I sign?
I'm sorry. We need to collect biological samples for testing. We also need to search your apartment according to procedure.
I pressed my thumb onto the ink pad and marked the signatures one by one.
Until the relevant results come back, you'll have to stay with us a little longer.
When you go to my apartment, can you bring me some medication? I haven't taken today's dose yet.
Tell Officer Wang the exact location later. He'll bring it for you.
Can I wait somewhere else? I need a quiet place to lie down.
The precinct has holding rooms with beds.
I lowered my head again. Hale hesitated for a moment.
Mr. Sloan, do you have any family or friends in Bayrock City?
No.
You grew up in a children's home, right? St. Mercy Children's Home in Millbridge.
I did not answer. Hale gave a small laugh without much sound.
Funny coincidence. Another person connected to the case is also an orphan.
Hale's question about friends hung between us. I lifted my head. There are a few coworkers I know reasonably well. Do they count? Hale paused.
They're facing similar issues. They'll need help themselves.
Then no. My voice came out flat. Hale shifted the papers on the table.
Your booker was arrested this morning by the North Bank Vice Unit for running an escort ring.
I kept my eyes lowered while he continued.
The prostitution-related cases involving the people under him have also been transferred to local precincts. He grimaced slightly.
Since you don't have anyone to help you, there may be paperwork you'll need to request yourself later. I'll call ahead for you. I gave no response. The two detectives took the documents and left after Hale signaled them. The door closed. Hale walked to my side.
One last question. You look no different from an ordinary person right now. But earlier, you insisted Sophie Lane is real. Can I ask why?
I blinked. The dead stillness inside me loosened, and the corner of my mouth lifted. My voice came out soft and feminine.
I thought you were gonna ask why I sell myself, or how many times I sold myself to Victor Russo.
Hale shot upright and retreated to the other side of the table. A small laugh slipped from my throat. Because Sophie Lane really does exist.
I looked at him across the table.
She's 5 years older than me. She was the only light I had at the children's home. Hale stayed across the table after I mentioned the real Sophie Lane.
Then what do you mean when you say she hasn't come back yet?
My mouth softened before I could stop it. When she turned 18 and left the children's home, she said that once she got settled, she would come back and take me with her. I lowered my eyes. But in this world, getting settled doesn't seem that easy, does it? Hale did not answer that. After the samples were collected, he escorted me to a holding room. I sat on the hard bed while he locked the door. The metal click settled into the room.
By the way, did you know St. Mercy Children's Home had a fire half a week ago?
I shot up and grabbed the cold bars.
What did you say? How did it start? How badly did it burn? Did anyone die?
Hale took half a step back.
The Millbridge report said it was an accidental electrical fire caused by old wiring. The official notice didn't include details about casualties, so probably no one died.
I slowly sat back down on the bed. After a while, I lay down and closed my eyes. Hale stayed outside the bars, his voice lowered. You were abused there too, weren't you?
I kept my eyes closed and gave him no answer.
In endless darkness, a beam of blinding white light suddenly appeared. My consciousness snapped awake with it. A sharp pain stabbed through the deepest part of my skull. I pressed a hand to my forehead and stared into the thin light. Who was I again? The beam was too narrow. No matter how wide I opened my eyes, all I saw were vague outlines shifting around me. I wanted it to come closer. The light moved toward me as if it had heard. It outlined my sneakers first. Then it climbed over my pajama pants, my thighs, and the flat plane of my stomach beneath my sleep shirt. By the time I lifted one hand, the light had wrapped completely around me. I stared at my slender fingers. A snake-shaped ring circled the ring finger of my right hand. The letters SL were engraved into it. I remembered. I was Sophie Lane. I had been taken to the police station with Liam. We had entered an interview room with pale blue walls. But what happened after that? Where was I now? I looked around and saw only darkness. It should have terrified me. Instead, the place felt almost familiar. Liam's blurred voice drifted from deep inside the dark.
Sophie!
The voice grew sharper.
Sophie! Wake up! Sophie!
I waved hard toward the sound. I'm here! The light around me vanished, and dizziness dragged me down again. I rubbed Liam's hair. It's okay. It's over. So the police locked us up because of the drugging? But I drank the medicated wine myself. Does that count as a crime? Liam lifted his head.
No. Victor Russo died last night.
He died? My eyes widened. The police suspect us? Then what does that have to do with you? They should just come after me. I pushed him aside and tried to get up. I'm going to reason with them. How can they lock up a sick person? You haven't even taken your medicine today. Liam grabbed me and pointed to the small table.
Don't panic. I already took it. The police brought it from home.
Medication packets lay scattered across the tabletop. My chest eased. Liam pressed me back onto the cot and crawled into my arms again.
They collected our fingerprints, hair, and saliva. If nothing unexpected happens, we should be able to leave soon.
I held him tighter. Liam took my right hand and laced his fingers through mine.
Sophie, stay with me forever, okay? Without you, I'll die.
No death talk. With me here, you'll never die. I kissed the snake-shaped ring engraved with LS on his finger. Liam Slowey and Sophie Lane are one. No matter what happens, we'll never separate. Liam rested his cheek against my chest.
St. Mercy Children's Home had a fire half a week ago. Too bad no one died.
My arms tightened around him. His voice trembled.
Those animals. Even one would have been enough.
My chest grew damp as he cried against me.